Pistons take another L tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks, but this is another expected game, man. The Milwaukee Bucks, a top team in the NBA, even without Middleton and Lopez and all of their top guys, they're still the Milwaukee Bucks. These guys have chemistry with each other. Their bench players definitely, after tonight's showing, we know that they have chemistry with each other. So I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at any of our players. I know a lot of people are mad at Dwayne Casey for having Cade Cunningham stand in the corner on a few plays. But overall, just another expected game from me. And the Pistons, we just got to move forward from this. So I want to see what all of y'all are talking about. But yeah, let's get into this, man. So even if we lose, I guess your other comment got cut off, my guy. But okay, let me see. Let's hope Cade can score this game because we're going to need some type of scoring from our backcourt because obviously Killian won't do it. So if y'all don't know, this was actually posted before the game, and Cade, he didn't really score much tonight. And yeah, that comment didn't really age well. Bucks sitting most of their starters, Pistons getting the dub. Well, hindsight is always 2020. We didn't get the dub tonight. Is Cade a bust? No, Cade Cunningham is not a bust. They said the same thing about Trae Young, the same thing about LaMelo Ball. Jalen Green, guys were hating on him in his first few rough games. So Cade Cunningham, he's just in the same category as all of those guys. He's a young man right now. Me and him are basically the same age. It's like if I were to walk up to ESPN right now, if you were to compare me to someone like Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless, I know most people don't like them, but if you were to compare me right now to them, those guys would be ahead of me in the sports broadcasting career, okay? And that's basically what Cade Cunningham is walking into right now. He's a young man, not too much older than me, and he's going up against, guys in the NBA, true veterans. That's what the Milwaukee Bucks are. Their full team is filled with veterans. So Cade Cunningham, young man, he will get better. He will improve. He is not a bust. He's just going through rookie woes right now, just like most other rookies when they come into the NBA. Shut up, man. Not trying to be rude, but it's been 2 games. Exactly. 2 games in the NBA, and the call, question the bust card is way too early for that, man. It wasn't the best game out of Saddiq Bey today. Yeah, this is probably Saddiq Bey's worst game, if not his worst game so far in his NBA career. I believe he didn't score the ball until the third quarter, late in the third quarter. So rough night for Saddiq Bey. Yes, slow motor Cade is a big bust. He is slow, can't jump, no power moves, and weak looking body. He is so boring on the course. So I guess he's one of the same guys who were talking about LaMelo Ball being a bust, or Lonzo Ball being a bust, or any of these other guys who struggled in their NBA careers. Trae Young as well. It was Trae Young a bust? I bet you were one of those guys saying that. So please, for anybody out there who's questioning Cade Cunningham right now, just remember he's a young man, just like all of these other guys who struggled when they first came into the NBA. And then I guess if I were to criticize one thing for Cade tonight, it's been a thing that he struggled with so far in his entire short basketball career, and that's just the turnovers, man. In college, if I remember correctly, he averaged either 3 or 4 turnovers. And tonight, and in his first NBA game, Cade struggled with the turnovers. So that's something that he does need to work on. That's something that you truly can criticize him for. But, the bus talk, that's just ridiculous. You need to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? Casey has to go. We need a guard-focused coach in order for Cade/Hayes to develop properly. His scheme is only benefiting to Grant. Bey not even benefiting from it, only sitting at the three-point line shaking my head. I mean, I do agree with you, but Saddiq Bey, outside of tonight so far, doesn't Saddiq average currently like 16 points and a pretty high rebound margin? So I agree with you that Dwayne Casey, like his scheme doesn't necessarily fit Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes, but Saddiq Bey, he has had success so far with Dwayne Casey. So Cade is a methodical type PG, so he needs a big that can roll, that can pick/roll and post. Bucks played small ball basically, so Garza should have got major minutes in this game. Also, I got a Garza video. Actually, I just posted that like an hour ago, so go check that out if you want to hear me talk more about Luka Garza. But as far as the pick and roll/post thing goes, that's kind of what Kelly Olynyk is right now, except he isn't really a post player like that. But the pick and roll, pick and fade type game, that's something that Kelly Olynyk can kind of feel right now. And well, he can't really feel the pick and roll like that necessarily. He's okay at that, but the pick and fade, definitely, that's something that Kelly Olynyk specializes at right now. Slow motor Cade is hiding in the corner like a bum basketball player, not a number 1 draft pick. You all can see this man is not very good. Casey is terrible in his rotations. That's the only thing I'll agree with you on. Dwayne Casey's rotations right now are not really good, man. Trolling and hating. Cade is good, but the scheme/coach is wrong. Man, you don't know basketball at all if you think Cade is a #1 pick. This guy is boring with no moves. With no power moves to the basket. Only want to shoot jumpers like a lazy bum. Anybody new to the channel, DeLance Bean, he's a troll. He hates the Pistons. He constantly says negative things about Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes. So try to ignore him when he says stuff like that. Give this same team to Greg Popovich, and they'll play totally different and have better individual numbers. Our squad mirrors the Spurs minus the coaching. I said from day one, Casey is a terrible coach. Cade and Killian were bust. Put some respect on my name. I know basketball. No trolling here. Only facts. Okay. What's up, Tony Porter? Cover 2. I haven't seen you before, but what's up, my man? I guess you're new to the channel. What's good, my boy? What's up, Sean Don Sports? Let's give up Killian 8 points. He had 8 points tonight? I didn't know that. I don't have the stats in front of me, so these cheeseheads beat us again. Pretty expected, at least. It wasn't like the Packers game. It's looking like Cade's game isn't translating in the NBA. No, it's not that. It's just his second NBA game, all right? Every rookie goes through this. Well, most rookies, I should say, go through this. There are your occasional guys like John Morant and Luka Doncic and, other top guys in the NBA. There are a few guys who just come in and immediately have success and they translate well to the NBA. But Cade Cunningham, it's going to take a bit of time for him, to get to that level. What's up, Aiden? Aiden, too cool. We should have took that Green kid. Jalen Green, he's had his own struggles so far in his short NBA career, but I'm glad that we took Cade Cunningham. It's too early to, already be, thinking, oh, what if we would have drafted this guy? It's too early in their careers for that, man. Salute to Casey for finally allowing Killian to get some playing time in the fourth. Also, aggressive Killian these last couple of games, most definitely a good look. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm saying out of Killian. He's looking, slowly but surely, he's getting more comfortable in the NBA, slightly more aggressive, but it will take time for him as well to, build up to a high level. Are you new to the NBA? Exactly. That's kind of what I feel like. A lot of people who say bust Killian or bust Cade, it's like they've only been watching the NBA for a short period of time. It's like if you watch the NBA for multiple years, you know that when guys come into the NBA, usually when they're 19, 20 years old, they're basically babies out there. They're young guys who are not really prepared to be in the NBA, who are going to go out there and struggle. And then a few years from down the line, when they're 23, 24, 25 years old, that's when they really start to get going. So I do feel like, some of the people who say slow motor Cade or bust Cade or, bust Killian, they got to be new to the NBA, man, because it does not work. Most guys are not John Morant, man. Green sucks, shooting 35% from the field. Sheesh, that is not good, my man. But again, Jalen Green, he's similar to Cade. I'm not going to kill him. He'll improve as well. Do you think Jalen Green will perform well against the Lakers tonight? That's an interesting question because the Lakers, they've had their own issues so far this season, but I would say that he'll have a average night against the Lakers, probably like 10 or more points. Let me see. Cade needs to get easy buckets. All they have him doing is shooting threes. The offense is terrible. I agree with you, man. They need to, him standing in the corner, that's not Cade Cunningham's game. You need to find more ways for him to have the ball in his hands, and that's on Dwayne Casey, man. I don't like Stewart as a starting center. Yeah, Isaiah Stewart, I like him personally, but he has had a slow start to this season. Killian has some good moments. Killian got some good moments, yeah. Pistons had good looks. They have to make baskets. Yeah, man. The Pistons so far, the big two things that's been killing us in these ball games are turnovers and then just lack of shooting right now, man. These guys can't knock down an open three-point shot, and they keep turning the ball over. And when you keep doing that, you're going to lose basketball games, and the rebounding hasn't been the greatest as well. So the Pistons, you look at Frank Jackson, Josh Jackson, most guys on the bench, and even our starters as well, they're just cold shooting a three-pointer. Even Sadiq Bey tonight, who's usually a pretty good three-point shooter, he couldn't hit a shot tonight, man. So it's just rough early season woes right now. Just got to keep pushing through this, man. This is a young rebuilding team, and y'all went up against a veteran team that just won the NBA championship. Exactly. Even without their top guys out there, the Milwaukee Bucks still have chemistry with each other. Hold on, let me see. All I know is that Cade is looking injury prone, and when he did play, he didn't show any sign of greatness on the offensive side of the ball. Maybe he could be a good bench player. Okay, you might be trolling at this point. I don't know. Polo, the type of guy to post a video mid-game. It was halftime, so I just decided to make that video really quickly and post it. If Cade a bust, I'm burning his jersey. Would you rather watch the Pistons go 0-82 or watch Space Jam 100 times? Okay. I'm not a fan of Green, but he has been looking better than Cade so far. I mean, Cade has only played 2 games, man. Cade fire, just not tonight. Yeah, he'll pick it up eventually. Cold in the D for real. Yeah, it's freezing outside, man. And it's even in my house. I had the heat on earlier, and it's freaking cold, man. And I don't even live in Detroit. I guess it's just the Michigan thing right now because it was raining earlier. And plus, I said we should have took Green because he is a better fit to the team because I knew the Pistons were going to force Cade and Killian playing together. I mean, Cade, the thing about Cade that's different about Jalen Green is that Cade, he literally fits everything you need him to be. Like, you need a guy who can rebound the ball for you. He can do that. Stop some guys on defense. He can do that. Score on occasion when you need him to score. He can literally do that. You can pop him into any type of role, and he can be there for you. A leader on this basketball team. He can be the leader for you guys. So, Cade Cunningham, I disagree with you, man. I really do feel like he fits this team perfectly. He fits this team beautifully. You know, right now he's off to a slow start, but he will pick it up. And him and Killian Hayes, I do believe that they will have success together in the near future. Joe, guys can play in both G League and NBA games. Really? I did not know that. I thought that it was just a weird type of thing where they would send guys down and bring them back up. But thank you for letting me know that. And actually, let me check because I posted this video. Okay, some people are upset. A lot of people are upset with Dwayne Casey right now, but let me get back to the stream. I'm not worried that he's a bust, but why the heck is he playing the 2 and spotting up in the corner? I think that's the Dwayne Casey thing. He must have told Cade Cunningham, well, not told Cade Cunningham, but not having the ball in Cade's hands, not him being a primary ball handler right now, is probably the reason why he's being forced to sit in the corner, which is unfortunate. Dwayne Casey has to find some type of way for Cade to get the ball more. From a Rockets fan, Cade will be fine. It will just take more time than originally thought. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You, as a Rockets fan, you're being more logical than some Pistons fans right now. They need to send Killian to the J League and let Cade play the starting spot. Okay, buddy. Well, at least we will have a shot at a top pick. I mean, I know a lot of guys like, what's his name, Chet and Ventura, so we'll see if we do end up getting a top pick. Excuse me. Didn't Jalen Green have a terrible game early in the season? Why y'all hate our number 1 pick so bad? Exactly. Jalen Green, he's had multiple bad games so far in his short NBA career. So I don't really get the nature, though. Want to completely just, turn their backs on Cade Cunningham. Cade's shot will fall. I like Cade's game so far. Just got to take care of the ball better. Exactly. Cade's shot selection not that good so far. Hopefully he fixed that. I mean, he's a young guy. He'll learn how to handle going up against NBA caliber defenders. Y'all don't know basketball. Only Cade's second game. People need to chill on him anyway. I think Cade's shot just wasn't falling. It happens. Do you think John Beilein affects Cade's shot? I mean, last time I checked, John Beilein, he was working with what's his name, Killian Hayes, and I haven't seen any reports of him working with specifically Cade Cunningham and working to change his shot. So I don't really know. Well, recently I haven't seen him working to change Cade Cunningham's shot. It was, I believe, a month ago when we saw that report where he said that he was working to improve Cade's shot. So maybe there is some truth to that, some John Beilein messing up Cade's shot. I don't know, but as of right now, there isn't enough evidence to say that John Beilein is the direct cause of Cade Cunningham's lack of shooting right now. so I'm not gonna, jump to conclusions. Not every rookie is a Magic, Bird, LeBron. Give Cade some time. Thank you, man. Everybody is not about to come out at a high level. Biggest problem for the Pistons right now is their shooting. There was times tonight they couldn't buy a bucket. If the shots went in, it would have been a lot closer game. Yeah, that's true. The shots right now are just early season woes. Nobody can buy a bucket right now. Jeremy Grant was really the only guy tonight who could score the ball for us. I want to see the Pistons get shots up sooner, like 9 seconds or less. Yeah, man, the Pistons, they have no real offensive flow right now, man. It takes so long for them to get into their sets, and it's always late in the shot clock when we put the ball up, and I don't know, man. It's the offense just isn't flowing right now. Whatever offense they're running needs to be completely trashed. I'm not new. I'm not new to the NBA. K game is for college with the ball. Okay. Stop making excuses. Y'all make excuse for every player, just like Sekou, Killian, and now Cade. I never said Cade was a bust. He's just had a bad couple of games. I don't know how you guys can debate the Pistons now. Laugh out loud. Last year's hold up. Did you know 3-point percentage has been lowest in the NBA since 1997, I believe? Really? So verify that, somebody, please. So according to my man's right here, the Pistons have had the lowest 3-point percentage since 1997. Oh my gosh, that can't be true. There's no way. Last year's team better than this team. I don't know. Last year's team was pretty bad as well. Bustingham. Time for the time for the first team meeting. I mean, maybe. What's wrong with being a good bench player? With the way Cade has been playing, it will be a miracle if he becomes that good. You're saying it'll be a miracle if Cade Cunningham becomes a bench player? Come on now. That's when you're going too far, my man. LeBron putting his worst numbers since his rookie season. Wow. Okay. Joe, you are talking about that. You are talking about the college Cade in the NBA. Cade is weak, my friend. You're a troll, so I'm not going to pay any attention to what you're saying. Breaking news: the Pistons have signed someone named Jared Goff. If you rank the Pistons jerseys out of 5, what do you say? If I were to rank the new city jerseys out of 5, I would give them like a 3. I would say they're, borderline average, run of the mill. They could have did a little bit better, but at the same time, they're not that bad either. So they're whatever, in my opinion. He's played 2 games. Exactly, man. They're saying bust Cade after 2 games. It's ridiculous. If we're going to lose like this, would you prefer to trade Grant for high picks and try to draft Imani Bates? Trading Jeremy Grant right now is kind of like, I think it's out of the question for the Pistons, because the last time I saw the reports, it was saying that Troy Weaver has no plans to trade not Dwayne Casey. He has no plans to trade Jeremy Grant right now. And then as far as, trying to get Imani Bates, it's just, doesn't he come out next year? He doesn't even come out this year, if I remember correctly. So I don't know, man. It's not, because with something like that, that sounds like a complete tank type of thing. And I don't really want the Pistons to go full blown tank right now. It's too early in the season for that. Let me see. This is going to be a tank job. We're bad at rebounding, shooting, and we are high on turnovers, not to mention undersized at the 5 position. It's really early in the season, to say something like tanking, but it does feel like this team is in for a really long season. But then again, as I said previous times before, this is to be expected. The Pistons going up against top teams in the NBA, Bucks, Hawks, Bulls, 76ers. This is to be expected, man. I knew coming into the season that the first few games were going to be rough, because just in general, the teams that we're going up against, comparing them to ourselves, we just don't have the talent to keep up with a team like the Milwaukee Bucks. Even without Chris Middleton and Lopez and all of those guys, we just don't have enough, man. It doesn't matter how many games he's played. From what I heard from you delusional Detroit fans is that he is going to come in and make y'all a playoff team. Stop having unrealistic expectations. Nobody ever said that Cade Cunningham was going to make us a playoff team. I literally said multiple times that the Pistons were not making the playoffs and that at the most they will have 35 wins or fewer. Okay, so I have completely realistic expectations. I knew coming into this season that we would lose games to teams like the Bucks, the Nets, the Hawks. I knew these that we would lose these type of games. So I'm realistic, my man. Shooting and size is a big problem for the Pistons. Yeah, Isaiah Stewart only being 6'8", 6'9". That's obviously going to continue to be a problem for him. I don't know what happened to them being 1A and 1B. Casey's got to learn. Casey's got to let them both control the game. Wish he let him stay and run the offense with the second unit until Killian goes off the floor. It was weird because I almost got upset for 1 second because when Killian Hayes came out the game, I looked at the bench and then I saw who was coming into the game and I saw Corey Joseph and I was like, there's no way you're about to run Corey Joseph and Cade Cunningham instead of Cade Cunningham and Josh Jackson. But luckily, a few seconds later, he took out Corey Joseph and he put Josh Jackson in the game. So he saw Josh Jackson and Cade Cunningham, which was nice to see. But as far as what you're saying, the whole 1A and 1B type of thing, it does feel like they kind of they've thrown that idea out, right now. It doesn't seem like they're doing the 1A, 1B type of thing. It's seeming like Killian is the point guard for the most part, and then Cade Cunningham just sits on the perimeter or sits in the corner, which is unfortunate because Cade Cunningham needs the ball in his hand. Let me see. Everybody's shooting. The police just ran in my house. It's like, nah. Everybody shooting like they're feeling the pressure of taking the lid off the basket. Yeah, it's early season woes, I guess you could say. The lack of shooting right now, just it feels like every single game, no one can hit a shot on our team. But the teams that we're going up against, the Bucks can hit their shots, the Hawks can hit their shots, the Bulls. It just feels like every game, man, we're not hitting any shots, and other teams, they're hitting their shots. So it's frustrating, but it is what it is. Hopefully, the shooting will come eventually. John Beilein was trying to make Cade's shot be higher than it was before, right after the Summer League. No, Killian is not ready for the league yet, not even for the bench. Send him to the G League. No, don't send Killian to the G League. He needs to remain on the main roster. Send Saban back to the G League. You guys should go watch my video I just posted. Saban, he needs to go to the G League. Keep Killian on the main roster. Olynyk is a better bumpier version of Plumlee. He is way better than Mason Plumlee, man. I'm so happy that we decided to sign Kelly Olynyk this offseason. Olynyk, he had a rough night tonight, and then last game, if I remember correctly, he had a down game. But I'm still happy so far. When you look at the totality of this short season so far, I believe Kelly Olynyk is far better than Mason Plumlee was for our Detroit Pistons. Fire Casey, enough said. It's too early in the season for that, man. But I do understand everybody's criticism right now with the win, Casey. I'm frustrated as well with some of the lineups that he's thrown out there. John Beilein should have been working with Diallo and not Cade with the jumper. Laugh all that. Yeah, he should have been working with Saban Lee as well, because Saban Lee, his jumper isn't the greatest either. You can tell everyone's playing tight. Yeah, everyone. It just feels like the offense is just not there right now, and it's not flowing. We might have another top 5 pick. Yeah, well, we have to see how the rest of the season plays out, because, again, playing top teams in the NBA later down the line in the season, that's when the schedule opens up a bit. But as of right now, it's it's pretty rough, man. People really out there calling Cade a bust. Yeah, it's ridiculous this early in the season. How am I trolling? I'm trying to show you why your whole philosophy on the game of basketball is obviously wrong. How are you going to tell me my whole philosophy of the game of basketball is wrong when you don't even know my philosophy about the game of basketball? What are you talking about, man? That's why I said you're a troll. You just said you're trying to tell me that my whole philosophy of the game of basketball is wrong. What are you talking about, bro? What? Where Garza, he needs to stay in the G League, man. He got in garbage time tonight. I do not like that, this type of idea of having Saban Lee and Luka Garza just getting in during garbage time, meaningless minutes, only getting in like 5 minutes per night. Just have those guys stay in the G League, have them play 25, 30 minutes or even more in the G League and let them ball down there. And then you could bring them up if you want to later down the line in the regular season. Pistons fans want to trade the whole team when we play bad. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's, Pistons fans, not just Pistons fans, but Detroit sports fans in general, were pretty impatient. And I guess you can't really blame them because we have had, a lot of teams. You look at the Red Wings, the past Pistons teams, the Tigers at one point in time. We've had a lot of good teams here in Detroit, so I do understand the impatience at times with some, Detroit sports fans, but the rushingness of wanting Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham to be good right off the bat is just very frustrating, man. Pistons play Nets, Sixers, Bucks, Hawks, only top teams. This is a young team. Be patient. Or be a Nets, Bucks, Warriors, or Warriors fan. Yeah, exactly, man. Look at that list right there. Top teams in the NBA, man. Top teams. You have nothing but excuses for Cade, Killian, then Sekou. Joe, you're looking bad after every game, taking up for bum players. You sound like a broken record after every game. Hey, everybody in the comments right now, just let me know. Should I start banning trolls? Because it's starting to really irritate me, man. When people like Delance, he's been at this for like 5 months now, okay? That comment right there, that is light Delance, okay? For the most part, he says things that are so much more negative about Cade Cunningham, Killian Hayes, and then he attacks me personally as well. So that comment is not that bad, but trust me, Delance has said multiple terrible things about me and the Pistons as well. So let me know, everybody in the comments right now, should I start banning trolls from my channel? Because I'm starting to get irritated from these guys. Pistons offensive sets are from the 60s. Young players need to run and apply pressure to the opposing team's defense. Before I get to that, and look, I have no problem with people who disagree with me, okay? I'm willing to have a debate, but once you start saying that, what did the other guy just say? Trying to say that my whole basketball philosophy is wrong. When you start saying stuff like that, Delance, I said that I know nothing about basketball before, that's when I want to start banning these type of guys. So let me know in the comment section below. But getting back to what you said, the Pistons have a 60s style offensive set. It kind of does seem like that at times. Garza, a fat white kid, he's cool, but he's not ready for the league yet either. Him and Sammy Lee, they need to both be in the G League right now. It's concerning that Cade received more minutes and Bay seemed to disappear. I mean, Bay, I'm not too concerned about Sadiq Bay. This is just an off night for him. Jalen Rose was watching. Yeah, Jalen Rose, he was in the building tonight, so it was kind of, sad to see him watch our Pistons take a L like this. Poor Jalen. It's George Blaha and Greg fault. They boring and corny. Yeah, we all know about the whole, announcement team for the Pistons, the whole commentary team. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Cade is not a generational talent. He's looking defensively. But other than that, he's trash. Well, Cade, I don't think anyone's ever said, well, generational talent. That's an interesting word. I think that Cade Cunningham has massive potential, superstar potential, but generational talent, I think like LeBron James, Luka Doncic. He's not that level, but he definitely does have superstar potential. He does have the ability to one day lead a team to a championship. We have no answer for Giannis at all. He's Giannis. He's the best player, if not the best players in the NBA. So obviously, no, we won't have an answer for him. Can't lie, Jalen Rose always come when the Pistons are getting blown out, shaking my head. Yeah, I wish he would come to games where we play teams like the Magic where we could get a dub, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah, Cade is a good leader as well, but other than that, he's not good in the NBA so far. Only guy developing right now is Corey Joseph. Okay. I do agree with you right now. He's the only guy developing. Cade has to figure out who rookie Cade is, then grow from there. Is it true Ant's been stealing rubber bands in Detroit? 1A bum, 2A bum. This is the trolling that I'm talking about. So everybody let me know, should I start banning trolls, man? Because they are getting extremely frustrating, man. Giannis clown does. Yeah, he had that one play where he did like a spin around move and then he dunked on Isaiah Stewart. So shouts out to Giannis, man. You read like a second grader. Okay. People calling Cade a bust are stupid. Chill. The whole NBA 3-point percentage is down since the 1997 season. Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier. So as a whole, everybody in the NBA on 3-point percentages down. So I guess that's attributed to, because I saw this report, I haven't read it all the way, but apparently the NBA, they changed the size of the ball to where it's different than it was last year. So maybe that's a reason why, the whole league, you said 3-point percentages down since 1997. That's crazy, man. Also, is it true Detroit mofos be putting sauce on top of pizza? I want to see if Pizza Hut is on crack or not. I'm still excited to make it down to my first game this season. Hopefully, we get better down the stretch. Yeah, we will get better because the games start to get easier. We won't be playing teams like the Bucks and then the 76ers, the Nets. We won't be playing teams like this all the time. Luckily for us, the season will begin to open up for us down the line in the season. I don't want to hear that nonsense. You don't know basketball. Yeah, okay. You don't know basketball. Joe Polo doesn't know basketball. Good to know, my man. Casey calls ISO 95% of the game. Yeah. They said to LaMelo Ball. I think he meant to say they said that to LaMelo Ball. Yeah. In his first few games, they call him a bust as well. Just give me your channel. I can teach your subscribers some basketball. Good to know. I don't know basketball. You know basketball. I have a terrible YouTube channel. You have a good YouTube channel. That's good to know. Can't agree with your comment that even though Bucks missing 3 starters, not expected to win. I am disappointed they didn't seem to compete. Casey seems to have no idea what the team's identity is. Yeah, the Pistons, I expected us to lose this game, but we should have at least had it it should have been like a 10-point loss, you know what I'm saying? It should have been closer, but it is what it is. The turnovers, the lack of shooting, and then Dwayne Casey as well, that's been killing us. Corey Joseph about to have a 5-game contract after his deal is up. I've been here for 5 months. They should start Garza. They should start Garza at the 4 for real, or the 5. Garza, I love him, but he's not ready to become a starter in the NBA. F them chose ban them. Okay, all right, it's time. Finally, I'm about to ban these shows. Thank you. You guys are giving me the green light because I don't want to censor anybody, you know what I'm saying? I want to let everybody have their own opinion, but I agree with you. It's time to ban the shows. All right, we're about to ban the shows, everybody. Part of being out there, bro. Trolls will be around just like people in the world. Make your counterpoint and move on. Yeah, I agree with you, bro, but it's a difference when people troll for 5 months straight. When they constantly for 5 months straight say nothing but negative things about the Pistons, and then me personally for 5 straight months, that's when you get to weirdo category, if you ask me. Dudes talking ish to you, but steady in your comments, watching your videos, laughing. How it doesn't make any sense to me. How do you watch someone for 5 straight months and you hate their videos? You think they don't know anything about the Pistons or anything, but you still watch their YouTube channel. You come to their live streams. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. You want Van him because you don't know basketball. Hey, guess what? You're banned now. Slime Cuddy blocked. He's gone. He's banned. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, coach. Let me see. This will be a long season. Yeah, it will be. But hopefully it will get better. It will get better down the line. Really hope Jalen Green makes his shots today. The only thing missing, he's been a plus defender and playmaker. 2 aspects of his game that have been questioned. Yeah, surprisingly in the game so far that I've seen out of Jalen Green, he has played better defense than I expected, which is really good, man. Shouts out to Jalen Green. I guess in the offseason, he must have been working really hard on defense. So good for Killing. I mean, not Killing. Good for Jalen. Keep up the amazing content, Joe Polo. You have great insight. Thank you, Tamer. I don't know how to say the other part, but I appreciate that, man. These young guys are tired. They've been playing stacked teams and top players, guys known by one name. Names, initials, Vooch, DeRozan, Zach, Zoe, Trey, KD, Harden, Giannis. Exactly, man. They're going up against literally the top guys in the NBA. It's crazy, man. It's literally crazy. And again, thank you, Tamer. I appreciate you saying that, man. Cunningham is going to be a flat out beast. Just give him time. Yeah, give him time, bro. Jalen will win Rookie of the Year. I mean, I know Raptors fans right now, they're pretty hyped. I went to a Raptors thread and a whole bunch of them were saying right now that Barnes is going to be the guy who's going to win Rookie of the Year. So, hey, we'll see who it is later down the line in the season. Bay cannot put up 4 and 7. Yeah, it was just an off night for him. I'm not about to kill Sadiq Bay. He'll bounce back eventually. Heck, not eventually. He'll bounce back next game. What am I saying? Why have a 3-point center shooting team with bad 3-point shooters? Casey is a good developer, but I want a new coach with a better philosophy. Javon Howard is intriguing. Yeah, it's kind of funny because like Schroeder, he specifically built this team to have nothing but shooters around Cade, but nobody can knock down their shots right now. And what I can say to that is it don't really make sense because when you look at their percentages, Kelly Olynyk, Josh Jackson, Sadiq Bey, like when you look at this entire team's percentages, usually like last year and in previous years, they have good 3-point percentages, but so far this season, their shots just are not falling, man. And it's just regular season woes. That's the only thing I could chalk it up to, man. They're just not knocking down their shots right now. It's the only thing I can say. Joe, I like your channel, but you can't handle the truth. It's time to ban you. You have been extremely negative. You said I don't know basketball before. You like my channel. That is a lie. You are a complete troll. Time to ban you, my man. Pistons fan in Indy. What's up, Joe? Fan of the channel, lifetime fan of the team. They'll get it together. I guess you're from Indiana, I'm going to assume. That's why it says Indy. So thank you for being a Pistons supporter out there when you could be a Pacers fan. And I thank you for being a fan of the channel and a fan of the Pistons. And yes, they will get it better. Dwayne Casey needs to go. Off stream, Joe could probably read a whole book without breaking the sweat. Low key, I really can, man. Reading off stream compared to reading on stream, like the difference between the two of those things is really crazy, man. Cade shoots 2 for 14, gets 6 points, not playing his own position off an injury, getting open looks. Oh, he's a bust. He sucks. Jalen Green gets 10 points on 3 for 16 shooting, better than the Cade Rookie of the Year. Exactly, man. That's the type of things that it blows my mind when they say stuff like that, man. They literally ignore every other player's failures so far in the NBA, their struggles. They ignore their problems. But when it comes to Cade, we have to pile on and go crazy on him. It's ridiculous, bro. Don't respond to these. Don't respond to idiots. Thank you, man. I'm gonna learn in the future. I'm still new to this YouTube thing. The trolls. I know they're gonna continue to come, and haters are gonna continue to come, but I'll get used to it eventually. If teams' 3-point percentage is as bad as it was in 1997, the Bucks for sure didn't make that statement true with all them threes they was making. Exactly, man. It was kind of shocking to see all of the 3-pointers that they was making. And then it was shocking to see, like, they would make a 3, and then on our side of the ball, we would miss one. And then they would get the ball again and make another 3. Go back to our side of the ball. We're going to miss it. And then they would make it again. So it was one of those types of nights, man. Ben, the Island Boys. How is this guy watching your channel but saying that you don't know jack-ish about basketball? Shaking my head. Doesn't make sense to me. Like, what's one sports broadcaster who I don't like? What's the dude? Nick Wright, all right? He works for FS1. I don't like Nick Wright. Every time I see him on FS1, I completely switch to the other channel. I don't watch him. But then when guys like Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp come on, I'll watch them. So I don't really understand why he would watch my channel when he could watch many other Detroit Pistons channels. What's his name? Everything King, a great Detroit Pistons YouTube channel. You can literally go watch him. I like when people argue points, but some of these comments are stupid. Ban them. Yeah, man. Some of these comments, like, it's okay to disagree, but these comments are crazy at times. Brazil. Are you from Brazil? Shouts out to you, my man. I do see that like a small portion of my viewers are from like South America, so you might be one of those guys. Your videos are great. Keep going. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And all the people who are supporting me right now and telling me that I make good videos, it really does help me and, makes my day better. Because when I see comments like, I don't know basketball, I should stop making videos, it really does put a damper on my day. But when I do see, the positivity from guys like you, it does make me better. It does make my day better, I mean. I'm a troll god like Glenda from The Wizard of Oz. She was a witch, but close enough. I haven't watched The Wizard of Oz in years, since I was like a kid. I've debated with Joe many times, but never said he doesn't know basketball. Thank you. Me and him have gotten into many debates, but we haven't had to, stoop low and say that the other person doesn't know basketball. League switched to Wilson from Spalding as official basketball. The size is the same. Really? So the size is the same, but I guess the feel of the ball just isn't right, I guess. I don't know. But that's just something that they're going to have to get used to. In my basketball experience, I know it doesn't matter because I'm a fellow basketball player, but in my personal experience, when I switched basketballs, it really didn't matter for me. The only time when it really mattered was when I went from like a male's basketball to a female's basketball, a men's basketball, I should say, to a women's basketball. That was the only time when it felt off. But if I went from like a Wilson to a Spalding basketball, I didn't really feel a difference. So, but I'm not in the NBA, obviously. I'm not a shooter like that. I was a terrible three-point shooter when I played basketball. But yeah, these guys, I guess it's just an adjustment for them switching between basketballs. Brazil in the house. So you are from Brazil, my man. Thank you for showing support from all the way out there, man. What's up? What's up, Joe? What's up, LOL, bruh? That's a really funny name. I keep thinking about how even though KC won Coach of the Year, he was fired in Toronto. He will have to go sooner or later. His team doesn't have an identity. Yeah, it really is crazy to think like how often has that happened? Like a man wins Coach of the Year and then the next year he gets fired. Like I really can't think too many times in NBA history when that's happened. But then again, I am fairly new to the NBA. I've only been watching for the past 10 years or so now. So, maybe one of y'all in the comment section comment, when was the last time outside of the win, Casey, like a guy's been fired and then like he won Coach of the Year and then got fired a few years later? Is Joe Polo your real name? No. What the heck? You thought my last name was Polo? The Pistons are making teams go to their top shooting matchups to beat us. How did the Pistons play tonight? Not good. We couldn't make any of our shots. We were turning the ball over, and then the Bucks, they were playing great offensively and defensively. So it was one of those type of nights, man. I'm gonna put out a review when I get done with this live stream. I'm not attacking Jalen. I'm attacking people who are bullying Cade for being inefficient when Jalen is not shooting better. I guess that's a fair point, even though you weren't talking to me. 71 people in the chat, but only 17 likes. Come on, people. Only 17 likes? What the heck, man? Get the likes up, bruh. What they need is Tyler Cook. I wonder what happened. Like, what team is he on right now? I haven't followed Tyler Cook ever since we let him know. He had Butterfingers when we had him in the summer league, and we didn't want to put him on our G League squad. So I wonder what Tyler Cook is doing right now. Do you think that the new NBA ball has contributed to players not knocking down as many shots? Yeah, it has to be the reason why. It doesn't really make sense that all of the guys, not just the Pistons, most guys in the NBA, according to my man earlier, it's the lowest percentage from three-point land since 1997. If that statistic is true, it has to be because of the basketball, man. I couldn't watch any more of the game. It was bad. At first, I see the Pistons as a play-in team. Now I see them in the bottom of the East. At least we can have a high draft pick and a better offseason. Well, Chris, even if you don't want to watch the games, at least watch the highlights, my man. I know a lot of people who, they're a fan of the Pistons, but they don't really, enjoy watching our games because of how bad we've been recently. Excuse me. And if you don't, want to watch the full games, you can watch the highlights. I mean, guys like me, crazy dudes who watch us getting blown out by 50 points. We'll watch the full games. We'll give you everything you need to know. And then, you could just, watch the highlights or look up the stats or whatever you need to do. Pistons need Josh Smith back. That's crazy. When was it? Was it 2 years ago when we stopped paying him money? Like, it was ridiculous. The amount of time where we still had to pay Josh Smith legit money. The new Wilson ball is ish. That is why Pistons shoot so bad. Elbow cough. Polo, what's up, Speak Easy, my mans? Haven't seen you in a minute. Haven't heard from you in a minute, actually. What is Cade ceiling? As I said earlier, I think he has superstar potential. But I can't really think of a specific player to compare him to right now because it's kind of hard to compare him because he's like a 6'8" point guard who literally can do everything on the court. Because like you don't want to compare him to LeBron James because he doesn't play like LeBron James. Like LeBron, he like he attacks. It's just weird. I can't really describe it, but Cade, he's not like LeBron, but he has some similarities to him. But like Cade, he's like a point guard mixed with, he's like a point forward. I don't really know how to describe it, man. But to sum up my point, I want to say that Cade has superstar potential. Cade will be fine. He's doing everything well except shooting, and the shot will eventually fall. Casey's offense and the way they're using him and Killian aren't helping, though. That's true. The coaching is not, and the sets and the play style is just not helping right now. What's good, my boy? What's up, stressing? What's good, my man? Is that young Draco? Is that my man's toe bag? What's up, dude? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. The Jeremy Grant experiment has to stop. He's not an offensive centerpiece. I remember coming into the season, Dwayne Casey said Jeremy Grant would be our go-to guy, and I guess he's kind of not living up to that, but he's kind of staying true to his word, Dwayne Casey, by making Jeremy Grant our go-to guy. And to your point, I mean, didn't he lead us in scoring tonight? I believe he had over 20 points on the night. So I do agree that we need to give guys some more opportunity, like Cade Cunningham. He needs to have the ball more, but the Jeremy Grant experiment has to stop. I'm not giving up on Jeremy Grant if that's what you're trying to imply. Do you think Cade can win a MVP in the next 4 years? No, not the next 4 years. When guys win their MVPs, it's usually when they're in their late 20s, like between 26 to like 29. That's when guys really start to grow into like superstar level and start to getting to MVP level. So in the next 4 years, Cade is going to be 23, 24 years old. He's not really going to be ready to be MVP level, but he may be all-star level by then. Joe Naismith. Cade ain't the only rookie getting hate. Green getting hate from Rockets fans, calling him a bust, and that we should have taken Mobley over him. Dudes love to overreact. I didn't know that. I thought Houston Rockets fans were being positive towards Jalen Green, but I mean, you're a Rockets fan, so I'll take your word for it. So I guess a lot of fan bases right now, Pistons fans, Rockets fans, some of them, they're being overly critical and just overreacting to our young rookies right now. Let me see. Move Cade. I think he meant Cade. Move Cade to point guard. He needs to run the offense. It's why everything looks awkward. Keep the work going, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Greg. Love from Brazil. Thank you all the love right now. Jake White. I know you're not getting no girls. Okay, that's a random one. I know you're not getting no girls. I've never heard that one before. That's one of the biggest insults ever, man. But again, appreciate all the love, man, from Brazil and you, Greg. I appreciate it. Joe, my boy, what's good? What's up, big dog? Appreciate you for joining the stream. You in every live stream, my bro. The only thing that disappoints me from the Pistons so far this season is that Casey is playing the vets way too long of stretches, and he's not willing to make adjustments on the fly. Yeah, it's weird. Like Dwayne Casey, he comes into these basketball games with like a specific it's like a script that he has. Like he has a specific script that he wants to follow, and he doesn't want to change. He wants to stick to one specific plan, and he doesn't really want to adjust and, as you said, make adjustments on the fly. He doesn't really want to do that. Like he'll have a set specific 5 guys who wants to give minutes to and have them play, and then the rest of the guys he just throws out the window. Like, for example, Corey Joseph, he'll come into a game where he'll say, hey, Corey Joseph he's getting X amount of minutes, and Killian Hayes is going to get X amount of minutes. That's the type of thing that Dwayne Casey does, which is very frustrating, man. So I hope that, I can't even say that I hope, because this is Dwayne Casey. This is his style. He loves to do things like this. He did it in Toronto. He's doing it here in Detroit. This is Dwayne Casey's style, and I don't think he's going to change it anytime soon. Even with our criticisms, I don't think Dwayne Casey is going to listen to our criticisms, especially a man who's won Coach of the Year before. So I guess we're just going to have to live with this for right now, man. Shut up, Joe. Okay, I guess we got another show I need to ban. Ban him already. Thank you for the love, man. Appreciate it again. Yeah, if you don't like he's saying, then don't watch it. That's simple. I don't like the Motor City Sports Talk guys, so I don't watch his videos anymore. They're just childish and want the attention, bro. Yeah, if you don't like me, you could go watch Motor City Sports Talk, Everything King. There's a bunch of Pistons YouTubers out there. that you could go follow. So for the people who want to troll and hate on me, I don't get it, man. But thank you again for the support, showing love. I really appreciate it. Or everybody showing love. And again, like the video. I don't know how many likes we currently have, but please get the likes up. It helps me out in the algorithm. Grant isn't a power forward. He rarely goes for rebounds. Yeah, wasn't while he was in, well, not in, wasn't while he was on the Nuggets, wasn't he like a small forward for the most part? And then when he came to the Pistons, he transitioned to the power forward position. I may be wrong about that, but if I remember correctly, he spent a lot of time playing small forward. So there may be some truth to what you're saying, Anthony. Men's and women's basketballs are different. I didn't even know there was such a thing called a women's basketball. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a women's basketball that's like smaller than men's basketball. At least in my experience, playing basketball, high school basketball, and rec league basketball. Every time there's usually balls out there that you can notice, like they're usually like this big, and then there are some that are like this. And usually you can tell the difference between a men's and a women's basketball pretty easily, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they're not even women's basketballs. I just called them that. And maybe that's just an assumption that I've always made. The Pete Maravich show. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Pete, Pistol Pete fan. I didn't know that those guys were still around. That those fans were still around, having like fan accounts of Pistol Pete. Which players would you consider as tradable? Corey Joseph is definitely tradable. Let me think of another guy who's tradable. Not this year, but maybe like on the final year of his deal. Kelly Olynyk, he's probably going to be tradable. And I can't really think of anybody else right now. I'd have to look at a list of the full roster. Trey Lyles, he as well, and he's tradable. And that's about it for the most part. Back to Pistons basketball. I'm tired of seeing Corey Joseph. Mark Jackson, this TW. Mark Jackson, this TW. I don't know what you mean by that. He got fired the exact same year he won the award. When he accepted the award, he was already our coach. I know, that's crazy, man. Like, I can't think of any other coach in recent NBA history besides Dwayne Casey that's happened to. Mark Jackson didn't win Coach of the Year, but was let go after having a great season. Oh, with the Warriors? Yeah, I do remember that. He didn't win Coach of the Year, but you're right. He did have success with them, and then they let him go. But for the Warriors, it actually worked out for them. It's crazy that it actually worked out for the Raptors as well. Like the Warriors, we know that they went on to win multiple championships, and then the Raptors as well. They won with Kawhi Leonard. So it's kind of crazy how they let go of their top coaches, and then they ended up having success. It's kind of crazy. Dwayne Casey works his teams until they hit the wall up until the first game. Once they work past that wall, the shots will fall. I hope so, man. I hope you're right about that, Dupe 313. And thank you for being a recent subscriber to the channel. I know that you said you recently found me in a few of my videos, so thank you for being here, man. One Coach of the Year got fired, then that team won the championship without Casey. Exactly, man. The same thing happened to the Warriors. It's weird. Cook on the Bulls for some reason. Which Cook are you talking about? Are you talking about, Tyler Cook? That's the one. That's a weird place for him to be. I would expect him to be in a place like Charlotte or a team like the Rockets, like a team that's rebuilding right now. Likes up. Thank you. Where is DeLance? DeLance, you better not say a peep. I banned him, bro. But DeLance, he's gone from the channel. He will not be back. The trolling, I had to stop it, man. Too much standing around. I like to cut them more to the basket. Yeah, man. The offense right now is just stagnant. Pistons need to get easier shots instead. Pistons need to get easier shots inside the paint, and they need size in the paint. Cade and Sadiq will be fine. And on the bright side, Killian has been shooting better. Yeah, that is true. Slowly but surely, Killian has been more aggressive and more confident in his game. Let me see. Okay. I don't know. Something just popped up on my screen. That's why I got confused for a second. But I don't know, man. I still see a lot of other players still knocking down shots. Yeah, that is fair. But like the dude said earlier that the entire league is shooting, like the percentage is down since 1997. The lowest it's been since 1997 for the entire league. So I get what you're saying. The Bucks, they shot well against us. The Bulls, the Hawks. It does seem weird because it feels like when teams play us, they shoot well and we always shoot terribly. But according to what my man said earlier, the team has the worst, not the team, the entire NBA has had the worst three-point percentage since 1997. Don't get sus, bro. Don't get sus. Don't get sus, bro. I don't know what you mean by that. Watch the whole game streaming on the inside. Where did you get the idea of naming your channel Joe Polo 10? Well, my first name is Joseph, obviously. That's where I get the Joe from. And then Polo, it was funny, actually. When I was like 10 years old, I was on Xbox. I got my first ever Xbox, and I needed a username for my Xbox 360. And I looked down at my shirt, and I saw Polo. And then my name was Joe, obviously, and I was 10 years old at the time. So I put Joe Polo 10 for my Xbox 360 username. And since then, I've used it for every thing else. My Instagram, my Snapchat, my YouTube channel. I use my same Xbox 360 name, Joe Polo 10, since then. So that's where I came up with it. It's kind of corny. I should change it, but it holds a special place in my heart. I've had it for the past 8 years now. Anyways, y'all need to relax, y'all. We got a young team and we went against the best player in the NBA. Joe, Casey has been in the NBA for many years and gets paid millions of dollars for a reason. Why are there so many bedroom coaches, some with no job at all, criticizing Casey so much? I mean, as I said earlier, like Casey is like at this point in his career, especially winning Coach of the Year in the past, he is not about to change his ways. The Dwayne Casey that we're seeing right now is the Dwayne Casey that we're going to see for the remainder of the season, the remainder of his time on the Pistons, which is unfortunate because, you know, I like some of the things that he does, but some of his rotations and sets I don't really like. So it's unfortunate because he won't change his ways, but it is what it is. The Troy Weaver, he's not going to fire Dwayne Casey. So I don't know, man. We just got to grind through it, I guess. And we still paying Blake Griffin, shaking my head, keep the trend going. This Cade's first game. No, this is Cade Cunningham's second NBA game, actually. He has first game against the Orlando Magic. Okay, so we having such activity in the chat now, shaking my head. Cade's shooting form is great. We see it in the Summer League. He will be fine. Yeah, people forget about that Knicks game where he went 7 for 10 from the three-point line. Alan Talik, just checking in. How did you feel about the game? I'm not mad at all. We went up against the best team in the NBA. Well, at least from last year. They won the NBA championship, the Milwaukee Bucks, and it was expected. I'm not upset at all, man. This was Cade's second game in over a month, and he's only 19 minutes, and he only got 19 minutes in the first one. Give him some time to get right and get used to the NBA talent guarding him. Wait till 3 years with this group. Yeah, 3 years from now, this team is going to be really good, man. Imagine, you know, Sadiq Bey, Cade Cunningham, Killian Hayes, and Isaiah Stewart a few years from now. Sheesh. Excuse me. That's true. Casey needs to do on-the-fly changes, and he doesn't like hurting Corey Joseph's feelings with the F. Yeah, man. This is Dwayne Casey. This is his ways, man. And he does not want to change it, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, I'm game. I think you mean end game. Yeah, end game adjustments is Casey's problem. Big reason why the Raptors fire him. Yeah, I know a lot of Raptors fans were just one of the main reasons why they were angry with him is because of that, you know, the lack of end game adjustments. And then they freaking got Nick Nurse and then won a championship, you know, the year later, which is crazy. Let the rookies play sink or swim situation. We ain't going to the playoffs anyways. Yeah, just let our guys go out there and struggle through it all, man. Bro, the exact same thing Pistons fans are complaining about is the exact same thing Rockets fans are complaining from coaching to rookies to rotations, all of it. It drives me insane. Like the video. Yeah, like the video, man. I've almost been streaming for a full hour now. This is why I'm leaning to thinking we are tanking. Do you think the ball is affecting the shooting? Yeah, it has to be the only thing because I can't think of any other reason why the whole entire NBA is shooting this bad right now. It has to be the ball. Cade shot 0 for 9 from 3. Hopefully he gets better or I'm about to act up. Keep working, Joe. You were on your grind with a lot of summer videos and you haven't stopped. Quality work. Yeah, it's crazy. Like in the summer, I would drop like 5-6 videos per day. And even right now, like I'm not dropping that many videos per day, but I'm still like consistently, like as of recent times, giving you guys daily content. So I do, I'm glad that you guys are appreciating, the hard work that I put in, because I know it doesn't seem like it, but each video that you watch, it takes me 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours to put out the videos that you guys see per day. So imagine if I put out 2 videos, that's going to be 4 hours of work. So everybody, thank you that's why I keep saying, like the stream and things like that. I appreciate all of the love and support because it takes a long time to, make these videos, man. Don't mind the trolls. Their life sucks so bad. They attempt to make other people's lives bad. Yeah, man. They live miserable lives, bro. He was there. He was a 3 in Denver. He played the 3 here too when he first got here because we still had Blake, and that's honestly that's when he was on fire, his best. Yeah, that is true. When he first got here, I forget that Blake Griffin was the 4 and he was the 3. But I'm about to end the stream, man. We've been streaming for 4 hours now. Everybody, before you leave, like the stream. I appreciate all the love and support. We're finally, we got the trolls out of here, and I'm trying to clean up this community because there's no need to be attacking people. We all love the Pistons. We all want to talk basketball. It's okay to have debates, but when you constantly, want to hate on a player or hate on somebody in the comments, that's just toxic. I don't want that type of community on my channel. So I'm going to start banning trolls. The people who are going too extra with it, I'm going to ban them. We can have a solid debate here, but the trolls, they're going too far. That's too much, man. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow. I'm going to post a video right after this of my post-game thoughts. I filmed that video already. So go watch that video when I post it, and I will see you guys soon. So peace out.